What's that on your knee?
It's a knee brace incorporating. Well, it's not an ice pack. It's a chiller pack that you put in the fridge. Came from America very slowly
And it arrived this morning.
this morning, but actually it works rather well. I mean, I've been using a bag of frozen peas that used them so often we're going to have to chuck them rather than eat them, which was okay. But actually, this is not as cold, but because it's shaped to fit around and it fits. You know, I've got, if that's the knee itself, I've got, I think, deep bruising and aching here and some edema. So what this is doing is chilling the very appropriate area, and then you can strap it up with these straps, and not only that, you get to pump it up so that it tightens itself up.
Compresses.
And you know what cooling there is more more attached to where it needs cooling.
I'm just going to try and see what that says on the side. I'm going to put the light on a minute. Read the writing. Compression, cold therapy. I think that says O2 or D2. So yeah.
And it does add, you know, yet another remote control.
It's got remote control for the chair.
That's the chair. That's the
new telly box.
Satellite box. That's the telly itself.
That's all the analgesia and stuff.
Which reminds me, I need another shot of analgesia.
Good job about these. We don't need these anymore. That whatever was going on went away, which is good, isn't it?
But I think I'm finding I'm getting better nights. Probably
with the analgesia. Yeah, well, you would.
And I'm sort of generally, I think I'm guarding the knee less, because I think, you know, automatically when there's a part of your anatomy that's become vulnerable, you guard it without really thinking about it. You know, you keep it away from, you look after it, you keep it a bit precious, and I'm sort of doing that less. You know, it's more like, I mean, I suppose my general hope is that what I get back to is a state where my knees just work and I don't even think.
You don't take notice of it.
As we mostly do.
Yeah.
You know, I've been aware of this knee now for months on and off. The surgery, to some degree, made it more so, but I'm gradually aware that I'm just guarding it a bit less. I haven't got anywhere near as yet not thinking about it, but it's sort of heading that way. And I walk around the house without thinking about it that much. So
when you woke up the morning of your first steroid injection, you woke up then and it was as if your knee, there wasn't a problem with your knee. You didn't have to think about it.
Oh, yeah.
You may not remember.
Yeah, vaguely.
And that was really hopeful, wasn't it? It was like, oh wow,
yeah.
And then
didn't last long.
No.
I mean that sort of disappeared during Canada trip, really.
Yeah. So, have you had a good day?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we had our neighbour round and we chatted to him for a bit. And
he bought us chocolates.
Because we look out for each other a bit.
And you bought wood in?
I bought wood in because I'm sort of getting back to sort of normal sort of domestic jobs, really.
And feeling a bit bad when you see me doing stuff, saying, well, can I do that?
And doing things like filling in gaps in the chicken shed door and so on.
And physio this afternoon?
I quite like getting new exercises. Normally she will offer to massage my leg around it, which is good. Well, I think it must be doing it good to have it massaged, because it just sort of, it aches a bit. Bizarrely, there is no French word for ache. No. They don't have it.
No.
They have douleur, which is pain. You have mal, which is bad in the direct translation. I have bad in my knee. But it's ache, and I wouldn't describe it as pain. It aches. mean, the other thing I'm gradually losing is a general achiness around the entire body. It's just a sort of diffuse thing that made my nights a bit uncomfortable at times.
Which will be the analgesia as well.
Yes,
it's like,
that's
you know,
true, and that's gradually
yeah.
going.
And I think because you don't feel pain as a norm, you're not able to, you know, you don't really focus on it, but actually analgesia will take away
Yeah.
general aches and pain,
Yeah.
just like aches and things.
And I look forward to going to bed and going to sleep, rather than slightly not looking forward to it because of the sort of struggle it represented sometimes.
You're certainly much stiller at night. You're not turning over as much, and I'm surprised. And you still only have the pillow you had before that you rest your knee on or whatever you do with it. I thought you would need more pillows. I think that you've made an exceptional recovery so far.
That's how it sounds.
And it's
And what is it, 10
day 9
days since surgery? Yeah. I mean, today going to kine physiotherapy, I actually forgot to take the crutch. Didn't miss it.
We don't use it anyway.
Well, no, it's more a sort of, I don't know, just it was a sort of a confidence thing, I suppose, at some level or other. And more obviously a sort of sign to people, like a blind person carrying a white stick. I could carry that, and then people knew to get out of my way and not play silly buggers near me or anything. So, but I just didn't occur to me this time. So, I mean, usually we managed to park just outside the.
I know, we did. We were right outside the doors.
Step right in.
Well, it's so common in France, isn't it? If you're going somewhere, you can park outside the door.
Yeah. But what's nice is, you know, she seems to find me new exercise. Today they've got steps marked out with white marks on the ground, which is obviously useful for all kinds of things. She put like cork bricks on the marks and got me to step over them. So my left leg, which is okay at one side, step over them as far as I could with the right. So I did that backwards and forwards a few times. Then she got me to do it sideways, which was good. I backwards and forwards a few times. I did my usual squats because they've got a couple of straps I can hang on to. It makes a good deal of difference. And then I, standing where I am, bend down backwards as if to sit.
Well, drop your bum.
This time I did it without anything behind me.
Yeah.
Just lower and then back up again because that works.
Quads,
top and bottom muscles.
I think it's quads that you're working when you do that.
I mean, I can feel that in the knees.
Yeah.
But having things to hang on to as I go up there is good. And tried the bicycle for a bit. I can still only get part way round. I can't get over the top as yet. But I think I'm getting a bit further, so it's going.
We don't know how many seances you got. What I understand from when I've had physio is that you are given an ordonnance, a prescription for physio, and the physios see you until you're well. You're not sent away because you're only allowed 6 or 4, and that's very different. And the other thing today is when we went to buy the dressing, the pansement, she started to hand it over. She said, "Have you not got an ordonnance?" And I said, "Well, yeah, but we've used it." But she said it's €40, and we went, "Well, that's okay."
So the €40 was for what?
For the pansement, for the dressings. There's 10 of them and a few short ones in there, I think. But like everything is paid for here. You know, like in America, it's the other way round, and you pay for it all. In the UK, probably you'd pay for your prescription, but you'd probably be paid. So that's a bit similar.
Yeah.
But there's sort of have you not got an ordonnance for this? And it's like, well, yeah, but we've used it and we don't mind paying.
It is odd. I mean, I'm a staunch supporter of the NHS, but at the same time, we're in a system that is part government funded and part insurance, I think, isn't it? And it works well. It would be a complete anathema in England, paying for a prescription. But it works. It's quick.
So physio again tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
Then a weekend off, apart from when I nag you.
Yeah. I mean, the other exercise I was doing was to go up steps.
Oh yeah.
She got this thing, so there was a step about that high. I could do that.
With your right leg, you could step up with your right leg.
The right, and then step down. No, step down with the left, while bending the right on the.
And that was hard,
was a
wasn't
bit
it?
hard, but then she raised this thing a bit more, and that was coming down off it was really tough.
Made me cry.
I was hanging on. I was really hesitant to do it, but I think the chances are when it means I'll be able to do something similar on the stairs. I think coming down it, bending the right is hard. So I may not do that much of it, but up to the limits.
I mean, you weren't what we would describe as particularly fit before surgery, and you've gradually declined fitness-wise over a couple of years or so, where your knees have become bad. I think by the time you leave physio, which could be in 6 weeks' time, that you'll be fitter than you've been for years.
Hopefully.
I think so.
Well, and I should be able to get back to using my exercise.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I tried that. There was more exercise clearing bloody machinery from around the bike in the garage.
You need to sort your garage out.
And getting myself on it, getting myself on the bike was enough exercise because it's got a crossbar.
Yeah.
But I couldn't go very far with it.
You will.
I will eventually, but yeah, I used to do that pretty regularly, but I got less and less regular.
Right. Okay then. What are you going to do now? Watch telly?
I'm going to watch telly.
Right then.
Good night all.
This will be in the morning.
Will it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning all.
Whatever.